Previously, in part 1, we asked one simple question and started hearing how these creators see the game, but that was only the beginning. Part 2 is simple. This isn't just a chat about channels, it's about impact and how Bloxd YouTubers have actually changed the game, found bugs, pushed for fixes, or sparked updates and community solutions. Today, we'll hear concrete examples, videos that forced a fix, creators who rallied players, and tiny ideas that turned into real changes. These are the moments that shaped Bloxd's future. If you haven't seen part 1, go watch it first, and if you're watching the full movie, you're already in the right place. Let's jump in. We still have more questions to ask them, and these answers could show what it takes to fix Bloxd for good. Before we move on, I want to mention something quickly. MMC Gaming was not able to send in his response for this question because he ran out of time. That's totally understandable, and he'll have the chance to answer the final question later. I only wanted to let you know why you won't see his answer in this section. Cypher wasn't able to record his voice this time, but he still sent his thoughts. Here's what he said. In my view, Bloxd.io YouTubers are more than just entertainers. They are gateway builders, community drivers, and unofficial co-authors of the game's story. Without them, Bloxd.io might still thrive, but it would feel less connected, less inventive, and less accessible than it does today. Next, we asked Bloxd the same question. How do you think Bloxd YouTubers have changed the game and the community over time? This is what they had to say.
Hi Bloxd.io Francie, again. Answering to your new question, I believe that Bloxd YouTubers have shaped the community over time because they help new people in the game with tutorials. They also keep the community engaged and entertained with their content. And they also expand our community by reaching to new people.
Now let's hear from reality. They were asked the same question as the other YouTubers. How do you think Bloxd YouTubers have changed the game and community over time? And their perspective adds another layer to this story.
For your next part of the video, how I personally think Bloxd YouTubers have changed the game and the community over time. Well, obviously, the community has gotten bigger due to the Bloxd YouTubers like getting views and people getting more interested in the game. And how it has changed the game. Well, players actually playing the game would give Bloxd money, which would give it more money to get developers, to get moderators to actually improve the game in different ways.
Next up, we asked Noodles the same question, so here's their take.
Great question. I think that Bloxd YouTubers have made the game more popular and made the community bigger smiley face. And that is good for Bloxd so it can grow big. Like a few years ago, the community was pretty small, but now it's kinda big. To be honest, right now Bloxd YouTubers are a part of Bloxd, especially the bigger ones like Kyrex and Mayhem.
Alright, quick break. Before we continue, you should seriously join our Discord. We got Bloxd YouTubers in there, we talk about stuff like this all the time, and my server is kind of dead. Like, dead. So, please join. I'm literally trying to bring this place back to life. Anyways, let's get back to the video. Up first, we've got MMC Gaming, the guy who somehow finds every bug in Bloxd before the devs even know it exists. If something in the game breaks, there's a 90% chance he discovered it by accident.
Okay, Frenzy asked me, what do you think needs to happen for Bloxd to actually improve and grow in the long term? So, honestly, I think the Bloxd developers just need to listen to the community a little more and update popular game modes like One Block and Greenville, and basically just be more engaged with the community. So yeah.
Okay, Martin, thank you, and I completely agree with that. Introducing Cypher, a man whose relationship with Bloxd updates is complicated. He loves the game, he hates the updates, and honestly, same.
If Bloxd want to really grow, the first thing that needs to happen is the developers need to actually listen to the community instead of pushing out bad updates that nobody asked for. There also needs to be more real features, things like Minecraft style durability, totems, actual mechanics that make the game feel deeper instead of repetitive. And PvP needs an upgrade. Right now it's just spam click sword fights. Bloxd could add more PvP styles like Crystal PvP or Maze PvP to give players real skill options. And honestly, for long-term growth, The Bloxd team, especially the mods, should participate more in SMP content with creators. Getting involved in the community, again, would help bring the game back to life.
And now we have Bloxd, the creator who makes some of the most creative Bloxd thumbnails I've ever seen. If there's a smart or unique take on the game, he's usually the one who turns it into a thumbnail before the rest of us even think of the idea.
In order for Bloxd.io to improve, I think that from developers, they should listen a bit more to the community, because, for example, they changed the chest textures, and people really didn't like it in general, but they didn't do anything. And then comes the skins, which the critics got to such level that they actually had to change it a bit so we could have, in a way, the OG skins, but it's not really the same. More from the community and creators, I think new and upcoming creators should be recognized a bit more. They should try to earn the spotlight, since a lot of people from the community, from the Bloxd.io community, and from YouTube have been quitting lately, which is kind of sad, but this means more people need to get into the Bloxd.io community.
Okay, thank you, Bloxd. I don't want to make another big intro for these two YouTubers, so up next is Reality.
Well, number one is that Bloxd needs more developers to add more things like fix lag or add a better anti-cheat so that we can prevent toxicity and things like that. It'll make new players want to stay, since they'll have a better experience playing Bloxd.
Last, but definitely not least, is Noodles. So let's hear from him.
If Bloxd wants to keep growing, they need to update it every week, or at least once every 2 weeks, to keep the game active and prevent it from becoming boring.
That was the final question, and honestly, hearing all these perspectives side by side makes something really clear. Each creator had different ideas, different experiences, and different frustrations, but they all pointed towards the same thing. Bloxd.io can grow, but only if creators, the community, and developers finally start working together. This wasn't just a Q&A, it's a snapshot of what people who care about the game most want to see. And if even half of these changes happen, Bloxd would be a completely different game. And before we end this video, I need to say something important. This is going to be the final video on this channel. There's been some complications behind the scenes, so after a short break, I'll be starting completely fresh. A new channel, a new beginning, and a new era for the kind of content I want to make. If you've been here since the start, or even if you just found me recently, thank you. But this channel helps me learn, grow, and build a community I'm proud of. But the next channel, it's gonna be even better. More documentaries, better stories, higher quality. Everything I've learned here is going into the making of the new channel, the best it can possibly be. So this isn't goodbye, it's just the end of one chapter before the next one starts. Thank you for everything.